It was frickin' frigid today, but we still got this done. So I woke up this morning at around 6 o'clock and I knew that my mini split wasn't going to cut it because it's one of those heat pumps and it was 1 degree outside. So I put in 2 space heaters and it took until around 12:30 for the gym to be inhabitable. We started at 25 degrees and started working out when it was around 55 degrees. Took a really long time. And then I was able to put on the mini split because then I was able to kind of at least maintain that heat while I turned off the rest of the heaters. So yeah, that was crazy today. Also crazy was my decision to do kind of pin squats. So these really aren't pin squats. Normally I set my safeties to a height of 14. Today I set them to 15 because I wanted to make sure I was hitting the depth that I want to hit. Um, and I think I pretty much am. So I wouldn't like pause it on the safeties, but I would just have it touch the safety so I know I got deep enough, and then I would go up again. It definitely hit my um, progression. Every week I've been doing like the first set for 12, second for 14, and third for 15. And this week it was 160 for 9, 142 and a half for 10, and 125 for 12. And last week I got 125 for 15. So it tells me that I wasn't going as deep as I wanted to, and we'll have to continue doing this. Moving on to the Viking press, we did 27 and a half for 3 sets of 15 reps. Last week we capped out as 12 reps followed by 17 reps, and this time it was 15 15 15. So we will go up by 2.5 pounds next time, and I have a feeling that I'll be able to get the 12 reps I need to next time, but the time after that I probably won't be able to get the 3 sets of 15 that are needed to move on. This felt really good in my shoulders. The first few reps, in which especially during the warm up, my left shoulder always feels a little bit funky, but then once I get nice and warmed up, it feels perfectly fine, and definitely feeling sore right now. All right, so I love playing around with the Voltra. This time we tried the auto load feature. So instead of me pulling it out, and then readjusting myself and then starting the reps, you'll see I start the auto load feature, I pull it out to kind of where I want to go. I hold there for a few seconds, it then uh, gets the weight up, but then there's a progressive loading, which is why you see me take my whole body back, just to get that first rep be an actual first rep, as opposed to having it be, just like a rep that only has partial weight on it, and then it gets all kind of confusing to count. Did really well, went up in weight, didn't hit my rep target, but got pretty close, so pretty overall impressed with that. All right, for the overhead triceps extension, last week I did 30 pounds for a set of 12, then 10 myo rep to 2-1. This time I was able to do 12 and then 13 myo rep to 2-1. I'm actually pretty happy with that. When I was doing it, I kind of felt in general worse. Today, again, because it was really cold in there, at least when the workout started, um, and it was late, I had kind of really hyped to go in the morning, and then like as the day went on, and I did some of my expert witness work, and was therefore less active. I got less in the mood. But as I said in my other video, I forced it, and then I started feeling really good. This one I got really frustrated on until I actually looked at the logbook and saw that I significantly beat where I was last week. Do I think I'll get to 15 reps in the second next week? No, but one day I will. All right, so then we moved on to curls. We did 50 for a set of 12, 12, 15. Last week we did it for a set of 10 and 15, and really at that 15th I was at my max. So happy I've been going up in 5-pound increments. I do think that when I go up next week, I'm actually just going to go up in a 2.5-pound increment because I barely hit that 15. Well, I didn't barely hit it, but I couldn't get a 16th rep. So that I think is a sign for me to get now to the um, 2.5-pound increments that I normally do for upper body movements. Even the cheat curls here are a little bit more difficult than I anticipated. So, yeah, we're finally back to where we were before, feeling really good. I actually think we're better than we were in the past. So, awesome. For the calf presses, instead of going up by 5 pounds, I went up by 10 pounds. And Did a set of 12 followed by this set of 19. Obviously, we'll do the myo reps, as kind of described previously. Probably will go up also 10 pounds next time also, simply because I think I should do that until such time comes and I'm totally failing. I do think that this program, I really wanted to run it for 12 weeks. I think I only had 1 week where I couldn't run it, and now we're at week 10. I do think we are not are going to use. I do think we're going to go more than 12 weeks, but I think by 16 weeks I should be ready to move on to a different program or back to my old program, and I'm starting to look into what I'm going to do with that. Have a wonderful day. Like, share, subscribe. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next video.